Welcome back to Mindful Masterpieces. So, we have just created our first row of single crochet. Ta-da! So what we need to do now is make a chain stitch. So again, yarn over and pull through, and that's going to give us the height that we need to turn. So we need to flip our project, and the holes are a little easier to see on this side. And usually with beginners, I tell them not to use this first hole, but since since you kind of already have a handle on this a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and show you how we do it when we're a little bit more advanced. So we are going to go into the first hole, collect our yarn out the back, and then we're going to single crochet this entire row all the way to almost the end, and then we're going to pause and I'm going to show you what to do there. So you're welcome to just crochet with me, or you can pause, or you can skip the video and just meet me on the other end. You can fast forward. Okay, dun, dun, dun. Crocheting, crocheting, crochet the day away. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I'm going to pause here where we have supposedly 2 stitches left. So our last stitch is going to be in this hole, and it's not going to be on this end hole. And that might seem a little funny, but it will pay off in the long term. So we're going to go ahead and make this be our last hole, and we are not going to put our needle into that hole because this is our turning chain. So you're like, so when you're looking at it, you're like, why would I leave that whole lump? When it gets, as we move upward with our stitches and create more rows, the edges are going to level out. So with this strategy, you're going to end up with more even edges than if I taught you in the beginner way. So I'm just going to go ahead and teach you this way. So I'm just going to undo that last one just so you see that again. We are going into this hole here, doing a single crochet, and now we're already ready to turn. We're not going to stitch into that final turning chain. Okay, so we're going to yarn over and create another chain stitch, and this time, same with that the row that we just did. We are going to go into that first hole even if it seems like we shouldn't. So we're going to go into that first hole and do a single crochet, and we're going to stitch all the way across. Again, you can fast forward if you'd like, and I'll meet you on the other side. And don't forget to keep your string nice and loose. So we've gotten to this point, and we have one more stitch to do in here, but we're not going to go into that turning chain. Okay, so we are creating a chain stitch, and to turn around, we are going to go into that first hole. Okay, and then I'm going to do about half. I'm going to go to halfway through this row, and I'm going to pause, and I'm going to show you what I meant about the edges. Okay, so I'm going to pause here, and so now we can take a look at that edge. This is a nice even edge, and this side will even out once we get to the end of it. But the point is that area that we thought was going to be a real problem has now smoothed itself out because we've gone higher and higher. And the reason for that is if you make a pot holder or scarf or something like that, you want the edges to be nice and even as you go up. Okay, I guess I'll finish the end of the row and do one more turn and then pause the video. I love crochet. Crochet is so fun. Okay. So we do have one more. It's in this little hole here. But we're not going to stitch onto the edge. We're not going to stitch onto the turning chain. Okay, I'm going to pause the video.